There's bad news from Hollywood. There was a death in the acting world. Yesterday morning in Los Angeles, the actress died peacefully. In the 90s, Raymond was a popular TV show that showed how funny and real family relationships can be. It's clear that the show had a big effect on culture. Its great comic timing and likable characters captivated viewers. The show has had both sad losses and happy endings that happened at the wrong time. Why do you think fans could relate so much to the way the family and Everybody Loves Raymond worked? What happened to the group since then? Come with us as we look at the sad cast deaths from Everybody Loves Raymond. Katherine Hellman is number 10. In Everybody Loves Raymond and Who's the Boss, the great Katherine Hellman gave her characters more depth and nuance because she used her own life to shape their stories. When Hellman was filming Raymond, she talked about having selfish parents and how those events helped her character Lois grow. The authors paid attention to what she said, which made the difference between Ray's overprotective parents and Deborah's cold-hearted cousins even stronger. The actors who worked with her on Hellman really admired how flexible she was. Heather praised Hellman, calling her a class act after seeing her play her mother on Raymond. She told Hellman to follow in her path. Tony Danza, who co-starred with Hellman in the comedy Who's the Boss, loved the show and said that a reboot would be missing something without her because of how well she fit the part and how charismatic she was. It's impossible to forget Hellman's performances in movies and on TV, especially in Terry Gilliam's highly acclaimed movies Brazil and Time Bandits. Still, her influence goes far beyond the world of movies. Everyone who knew her will remember the wide range of acts she left behind when she died in 2019. Her death was said to have been caused by effects from Alzheimer's disease, according to her death notice in The Hollywood Reporter. This acts as a sobering reminder of how much she changed the entertainment business. Katherine Hellman gave every role she played depth through her skill and empathy, leaving an indelible mark on the minds of people all over the world. Georgia Engel is number 9. Georgia Engel, who is famous for playing the likable Pat McDougal on Everybody Loves Raymond, brought a delicate charm to the screen that went well with the characters who were more sarcastic. Engel is famous for her work on The Mary Tyler Moore Show. Her reunion with Betty White on Hot in Cleveland showed that they were still connected, with Engel mentioning how much she liked White's excitement at first. When Engel thought about the time they spent together, he remembered how much they respected each other. White then showed her appreciation, showing that Engel has a natural ability to make everyone around her laugh and feel good. Their long-term relationship went beyond the screen and became a symbol of the love and friendship that people share at work. After Engel's death in 2019, her Christian Science views changed how she thought about health, and she stopped going to traditional doctors. Because there wasn't a proven cause of death, many sad fans had questions that they wanted answered. But Philip Rosenthal, who created Everybody Loves Raymond, could not have been unaware of Engel's impact. Despite Engel's modest opinion of herself, Rosenthal praised Engel's unmatched comedic skills and was amazed at her ability to make people laugh with every line she delivered. As comments came in, Betty White paid tribute to her old friend on social media by posting a touching photo of the two of them from their long friendship. White's touching words, "Friends forever," showed how close they were and how Engel will always be remembered by those who were lucky enough to have known her. Georgia Engel won the hearts of both audiences and coworkers with her sweet personality and contagious smile. She left behind a legacy of love and happiness that will last forever. 8. Fred Willard. Fred Willard was a comedy legend who was best known for his roles in Christopher Guest's mockumentaries and as Hank McDougal on Everybody Loves Raymond. His unique blend of humor and charm left a lasting impact on the entertainment world. Willard, who played Hank and was Amy's father and Robert's father-in-law, gave the role a very Southern feel by mixing strictness with a sense of fun. Willard admitted that he felt limited at first and wished he had more chances to show how versatile he is as a comedian when he thought back on his performance. His call for change worked. He has been nominated for Emmys for 3 years in a row, which shows how smart and adaptable he is. In one memorable episode, Hank's revelation that he was obsessed with fireworks was a hilarious contrast to his wife Pat's secret smoking habit, which made viewers laugh out loud. Hank came to life through Willard's perfect timing and delivery. which made fans and coworkers love him. Even though he didn't win an Emmy for his role as Hank, his later nominations for his role as Frank Dunphy on Modern Family showed that he was still having an impact on the comedy field. Willard's sad death in 2020 left a hole in the entertainment business, which made the release of his new project, Space Force, less exciting. Steve Carell, Willard's co-star, said that Willard was the funniest person he had ever worked with and praised his great sense of humor and kindness. In the same way, he was a nice, sweet man. Phil Rosenthal, who created Everybody Loves Raymond, expressed his sadness over the death of a close friend and comic genius. This showed how much everyone in the business loved and respected Willard. Throughout his long and successful career, Fred Willard wowed audiences with his perfect comedic timing and friendly personality. He left a legacy that continues to inspire and delight people today. His easy way of mixing humor and feeling made him a well-known figure in the comedy business, liked by both fans and coworkers. Even though the laughter stops and the curtains close, Willard's memory lives on as a reminder of how powerful laughter is and how happy he made everyone who knew him. Seventh place goes to Charles Durning. Charles Durning was famous for playing Father Hoobley on Everybody Loves Raymond. He also had a lot of other skills and gave acts that people will never forget. Durning will always be remembered as the reliable priest that the Baroness turned to in times of trouble. He made a lasting impression on viewers, especially in the emotional episodes The Wedding Parts 1 and 2, when he officiated at Deborah and Ray's wedding, and then their vow renewal ceremony. Durning was known as the king of character actors because he could play a wide range of roles in movies, from dark dramas like Dog Day Afternoon to funny movies like The Muppet Movie. His ability to move easily between roles showed how versatile he was and made him a well-known star in Hollywood. Notably, he was nominated for 2 Oscars in a row for his roles in The Best Little Whorehouse in Texas and To Be or Not to Be or Not to Be. This made him one of the most famous actors in the business. Besides his successes in movies, Durning's life was marked by a lot of toughness and endurance. He was one of the men who attacked the beaches of Normandy on D-Day when he was only 21 years old, and he was stabbed and shot. When Durning thought about his terrible experience during the war, he was honest about how it affected his mental health. He lamented the years he lost dealing with scary memories. In his own words, he talked about the terrible wounds that war had caused in his heart and admitted that it would be hard to get better after something like that. Charles Durning's adventure came to a sad end on Christmas Eve 2012 when he died quietly of natural causes. He was 89 years old. The shows he gave and the impact he had on the entertainment business will last forever. Fans and coworkers were sad that he was leaving, but they remembered him as a consummate professional, a dear friend, and someone who would always be loved for his gifts to film and TV. Sixth place goes to Phil Leeds. In Everybody Loves Raymond, Uncle Mel was played by Phil Leeds. He was a short, irritable man who was just as much of a grump as Frank Barone. Uncle Mel's rude behavior and frequent announcements at family meetings that he was living alone made for a lot of funny material in 4 memorable episodes, starting with Season 1's Turkey or Fish. Leeds, who used to be a stand-up comic and is now an actor, played characters ranging from hustlers to quick talkers with ease, showing how versatile he is on stage, in movies, and on TV. Because he was so small and stoic, he was a natural fit for roles like Uncle Mel's. But he also added a certain charm to roles like the friendly ghost in Ghost. Still, his role as Dr. Shand, the famous dentist and secret Satanist in Rosemary's Baby, may have been one of his most famous. This shows how versatile he was as an actor. Leeds was successful in his work, but he didn't think much of his fame. He told the Los Angeles Times, "I am the man that people say, 'Here comes what's-his-face.' No one ever knows my name. They only see my face." Even so, he became famous for his contributions to movie history, including a famous appearance in a Roseanne-themed episode honoring his role in Rosemary's Baby. In the late 1990s, leads were often grumpy, older characters, like the judge Happy Boyle on Ally McBeal, who was concerned with cleanliness. His last movie role, which came after his death in the David Spade comedy Lost and Found in 1998, marked the end of a great career. Leeds died suddenly of pneumonia in 1998 when he was 82 years old. He left behind acts that will never be forgotten and an indelible mark on the entertainment business that Gersuedas. Sir. People were very sad about his leaving, especially on Ally McBeal, where his regular part as Judge Happy Boyle won him a lot of friends. In its second season, the show paid tribute to Leeds by dedicating a full episode to the late judge. Leeds once told the Los Angeles Times, "But like they say, you gotta spend it or lose it." He was talking about how much he loved acting all his life. I keep the heart beating. Phil Leeds left an indelible mark on the entertainment world with his passion and skill. He will always be remembered for his amazing acts and important contributions to the field of acting. Phil Leeds' career lasted for many years, and his fans loved him for being able to play a wide range of parts, from funny sidekicks to more serious ones. His perfect timing and memorable presence made every job more interesting, even though his face was the thing that people knew him for. He became a part of popular culture and became a symbol for the unsung, memorable character players who often steal the show with their work. Leeds' work shows how important character acting is to shaping the stories we love, whether they're playing funny parts in comedy or adding a scary tone to dramas. Through his classic parts, his dedication to his craft, his unique personality, and his ability to make people happy will live on. The fifth one is Len Lesser. Many people will always remember what Len Lesser did for the entertainment business, mostly because of how memorable his role as Garvin on Everybody Loves Raymond was. As Frank's strange and funny friend, Garvin's contagious joy and his famous line, "Hey, Ray's here," made his character very appealing. His crazy actions and over-the-top facial expressions gave the show a unique energy that made Garvin an unforgettable presence and earned Lesser a lot of praise from both fans and reviewers. The part gave Lesser a chance to show off his great comedic timing and lively personality, and it was the peak of his career. In the years before he joined Everybody Loves Raymond, Lesser had a successful career in both movies and plays. Early movie parts, like the outlaw Josie Wales in Papillon and other notable movies, showed that he could play a wide range of intense and dangerous characters. These roles made him a powerful presence on screen and brought attention to his natural ability to play characters who demanded attention. Even though Lesser was successful in more serious parts, many people were surprised when he suddenly switched to comedy on TV. However, it was his role as Uncle Leo on Seinfeld that made him famous as a comedian. Uncle Leo's strange habits, like showing over-the-top excitement when meeting Jerry or someone in his group, became famous.